everyone, it's Kristie with AG Takes Over. I'm so glad you're here. I want to show you what I got yesterday. And it's hilarious that I bought this because when it first came out, I did a video reviewing it after going to the American Girl store and feeling it and playing with it. And I said, it is flimsy AF. I'm not getting it. And then I bought it. But here's the thing. It retailed for $295 and I bought it for $60. So, it is Covey's stage set, and there was a sale recently on American Girl, and my wife was like, I have rewards, there's a 20% off sale, it's on sale already, it would make it only X amount of dollars, I don't know how much, it would make it only this much, and she was really thinking about getting that because she was getting down to the wire with the sale ending, and then she was like, they slapped that $25 oversized shipping charge on there, and now I don't want to do it. And I was like, listen, if you're listening, AG, you lose sales this way. So she was like, no, I'm not doing it. She bought some outfits. And then there had been one like on Facebook Marketplace, not too far from us, like 45 minutes or something, for a while for $75. And I was like, why don't you just get that one off Marketplace? My wife is a completionist. I am not. And she was like, well, it didn't look like it was complete. And so I looked at it yesterday and I was like, it's not complete, but it's mostly. And $75 is not bad. So I reached out and I was like, hi, is this still available? Yes. And I said, is $75 the lowest you would go? I don't want to lowball people. I don't know what people's situations are, but it didn't hurt to ask, right? Is $75 the lowest you'll go? And the person said, I would do $60. And I was like, sold. So I looked at the stock picture and I was like, oh, several pieces that I kind of wanted were missing and a couple that I didn't care about. And I said, I picked a couple that I would rather have had. And I said, hey, do you know if you happen to still have these? And she said, I'll look through my girls' stuff and see if I can find them. Okay. And one out of the three things that I had asked about, I took a peek last night and it was in there. Yay. The other two were not. But two things that I hadn't asked about that I didn't see in the pictures, and when she went through her daughter's stuff, she must have found them. So those were included in there. So yeah, let me get in a much more comfortable position because my legs hurt, and then I'm going to show you all the stuff. Okay, much better. And I got everything now that is in arm's reach. I'm going to show you the part that I like least of this, which is the stage of the stage set. What I like about it is that it folds up to this small. Like, I mean, it's tall, but it is pretty compact. And that's about where that ends. It's cool design in that sense. It's very like cheap plastic feeling. Don't worry. I'm going to set the whole thing up like right down here and do a little video and thing at the end so you can see it all put together. Again, this is not a new item. It's literally been out for years, so I didn't feel like I needed to go all out. But it's got this fun holographic material here, and it's nice and soft and velvety on the other side. That I do like. And it's got a middle spot here, but my wife said, I think I would use this for backdrops, like for backgrounds of pictures. And in that sense, oh my gosh, move some things out of the way. What's nice about it is, even though it has this middle section, you could like close this and then put this back across here. Oops. So that you have a wider backdrop. You know, you could just make sure that these are kind of closed. Let me back up. I'm so sorry. This is chaotic. Hold on. Like that. So you could make it look like, instead of having this open space with curtains on either side, you could fold it over or just move all of those over to the middle one, and then you'd have two right next to each other, which would make a better backdrop. And since it's available on both sides, two different color backdrop. I also think it's kind of cool. Like, I know we didn't need this. But we already have Tenny's stage, and I've designated Ariel is like a lead singer in a rock band that does kind of twists and different takes on stories, like on popular songs, but makes them more like themed to Disney princesses. But since we have the 2 stages, we really could do like an outdoor music festival in the summer. We could have like on stage 1, this group is performing, and on stage 2 is this, and set up some booths with, leaflets and all the things that, I don't know, I remember from Lollapalooza back in the day, when I was in high school. So yeah, I think that would be kind of fun to do a whole setup with a summer music festival. So that's cool. But other quality-wise, that stage is garbage. It really is. It's not, no way would I have paid anywhere near $295 plus tax, plus a surcharge for the shipping. Absolutely not. Moving on is this. We have the hotel one over here that's like a bellhop cart. This is similar, but it's got a mirror on it. Woohoo! The kids that owned this put stickers all over it. Some of them are from the set, some of them are not. It also, I don't really understand why, and please let me know if you have this, like why is this a thing? This comes off, but does it hook on anything else? Because it can't, like, you can't flip it around because there aren't any hooks on this side. You can't like slip it under because it's too tall. You could do this. And my wife said, yeah, and defeat the entire purpose of the luggage cart. So I don't know. My friend Kirsten over at This American Girl Reads. If you haven't checked out her channel, by the way, she's brand new to AGTube as a content creator, longtime viewer. And she has this, I believe. I think she has this one, or did she make one? She might have made one. Disregard everything I'm saying. And then it's got some pieces of clothes. Holy moly, that shows up really bright. It is that bright. That's how bright it is. A skirt. This fun shorts romper, whatever you want to call that, if there's an official name for it. And then there's another piece of clothing. I guess they misplaced a hanger. Not a problem. We've got plenty of hangers. But this with the star on the back. I feel like Kaylee from AG Star 91, if you're watching, I feel like this is so you. Like, I feel like you need this, even if you don't need this whole set. I feel like somebody needs to get an extra one of these and give it to you. All right. And then for the stage, there is a super lightweight microphone stand with a fun, sparkly, not sparkly, but kind of shimmery. Oh my gosh, it keeps wanting to focus on me. Microphone. And then there is a director's chair, and I thought this was just cheap plastic, but it's wood. I think when I was in the store, I thought it's just plastic, but it's not. So it folds down like this, which is very space conscious, right? And then you open it up and put these up, and it'll fall right back down if you don't put this on. So let me put this on. So it looked like an empty pillowcase, and I was like, oh no. Grace said, no, it's for the chair. That's right. You stick these in here, and then it'll stay. I mean, it still shuts up if you want it to, but it will stay, and the doll can sit in there. So I think that there's a lot in here, like there's a desk, and there's this kind of grid storage cubby thing, and that chair, that even though the stage is garbage, is, in my opinion, the rest of it made it worth it. And worth it was $60. Come on. All right, this pillow, very fun on this side. Also very fun on this side. This sucker's gonna get cut off because it's two-sided. I don't wanna, like, I know you can roll them up and you can tape them, but it's still gonna show on one side or the other, and I wanna be able to use it on both. And I'm not trying to like resell it, or I don't know. I'm just not like, it doesn't have to be pristine. It has to work for me so that I can enjoy it. And if that means cutting off the tag, snip, snip, friends. And then there's this thing, which every single time, reliably, raise your hand in the comments, put a little hands up emoji if you are like me. Every single time I see online or in pictures or in their catalogs, some AG, like larger item, every time, in my head, it's not going to take up that much space. That's not going to take up that much space. I was like, oh, I'm going to go pick this thing up. This would actually work really well in Courtney's room. Or this could go, maybe I could add it to the cafe that we have. Or it would totally work in the upstairs kind of community center, Z Yang's desk area that I have on that dollhouse. In my head, I'm picturing all these places that I can put this. It's big. It's like 2.5 of my head. There's no way. It's not going to fit in any of those spaces. Why? Why every single time do I underestimate how big these things are? I don't know. I don't know. I once got Grace the Welly Wisher hot cocoa stand, and I was driving to somebody's house on Facebook Marketplace pickup to get it, and I was like, that'll make a nice stocking stuffer. Like, I literally thought it would fit in a stocking as one of the items that I was going to put in her stocking, and then I get there and I'm like, oh yeah, it's fit. Why? My brain is broken in that sense. All right. Some things that go in there. This is a little blue cubby thing that goes in there. There's a purple one. She couldn't find the purple one. So that was one of the ones that I was like, oh, I hope she has it. She doesn't. Another thing that I wanted that I hoped that she could find and she didn't was the like mic thing. Grace was looking at it online. She was like, it actually is like the worst mic ever. There's no like earpiece. There's nothing. It's literally a headband with a little boom mic here. That's it. And I was like, well, if she can't find it, like, I'm sure I can make something like that. Or do they even really need it? It would be cool, but it's fine. One of the things that I didn't see it in the picture and I didn't think she was going to include it was this. And it hangs on a desk that I'm going to show you next, but I'm just showing you all the little bits and pieces first. Velcro's here. You can put a brush or some makeup or whatever you want in these two pockets. In fact, here's a brush that you can put in there. So you can put your brush in. I know I wouldn't put a brush like that hanging out because it'll stick out, but I want you to be able to see it. She did put in this off-brand camera, and we have plenty of cameras, both AG and other brands, but I'll not say no to it. Sure. And a couple of other things. This doesn't actually light up, but it's a kind of thing that looks like it would be illuminated. Same with this one, the Celebrate Yourself. Sorry for the ring light, making it hard for you to see that. There we go. And just got my little pile going here. This headband, I don't know that it's AG. It certainly doesn't come with this set, but look, I could put a little thing on it, a little pipe cleaner, and there we go. We got our fancy headset. This was a thing that wasn't in the pictures of her listing, but she found it and stuck it in. It is Celebrate Unique You, a musical review. And it says, by the students of Sheridan Middle School, and then has the program, welcome, ballet, comedy, juggling, Bollywood dancers, intermission, clarinet duet, singing, tap dance, violin solo, and grand finale. And then it has stage crew. So there's the back. I will just show you real quickly in case you are that detail oriented. These lights, again, not really lights, but just like Nikki and Isabel's room, you know, something. Just like Blair's restaurant back there also has lights, but they're not really lights. This cup was the other thing that I was really hoping she would be able to find, and she was. It just says inhale, exhale. There we go. So much better. I like it. I know we have a crap ton of doll cups already, and we don't need another one, but I was like, inhale, exhale. Just a reminder to actually do the things that keep you alive. Cool, I'm here for it. A water bottle. Look how cute this is. And some makeup. This is actually American Girl. It's not really impressive looking. It looks like watercolor paints, but there's some stars on it. That's cute. And then, is this supposed to be makeup or paint, or I don't know. And there are two brushes in here, one with some actual bristles and one that's just plastic. I don't know which one came with this set because the person included both. So it's fine by me. I will take both. And then the last thing of all those like decorations to go were these flowers, and they go in a vase. Hold on. In this vase. And my wife was like, does it have the flowers? You know she doesn't care about these flowers for this scene because they don't even really match or go with anything. She wants them for Belle. So there we go. And they all look the same, so pretty much. Flowers for Belle or for Covey or whoever. And then the last piece is this tiny little desk. Freaking ginormous. It's smudgy and messy because kids, but it's got hooks on both sides. It has this stuff on the back, which is supposed to look like, you know, off the side of the stage. But I don't understand. Like, the pipes are also plastic. Everything is one color. I want to know, one, it's got hangers here, which is nice. If any of you have this, has anybody painted these pieces to make it look more realistic? Like I did kind of a glow up to the Our Generation greenhouse, and I painted the stones so that they would be more than just one color of gray and so that they wouldn't be shiny. And these little pavers that they had, I painted those like a little paver half wall kind of thing. So I feel like I really gave an upgrade to the Our Generation greenhouse. By the way, if you're curious, there's a video about it on the channel. Just type in greenhouse. But I'm kind of tempted to try this. But if somebody's done it and it's been disastrous, let me know. If anybody's done it and it's been successful, let me know. If you haven't done it, let me know if you think I should. Yay or nay. Let me know in the comments. All right. And then here, it's just an open spot. Again, sorry for the ring light. There are two buttons here. One is the lights. Oh, hold on. I have to turn it on. I had to put new batteries in it, but it does work. So there are the lights. And then the music is so loud. Like, I mean, toys in general, I think the music is really loud. But this, like, we have lots of other things that make sounds from AG. This feels really loud to me. So I'm thinking I might just put a layer or two of duct tape over right here, just so that I don't have to hear it so loud. But I do want you to hear the music, and I want you to hear how many songs are there and how long are they. So I'm going to hold it just a little bit away from the phone, so hopefully it doesn't feel as jarring to you. But if you need to turn it down for a little bit, you can. I need dolls here to dance with me. It goes for a while. Maybe you can just have the dolls out there singing the whole time. Okay, so that's one. I really should go grab a doll because I'm like, do you want to just watch me dance? No, probably not. Listen. That's so much better. I think it sounds very tinny when it's not covered, and it sounds just a little bit nicer, not just quieter, but nicer when it's covered. That's just me. You can see how long the lights stay on their own through about 2 songs. And then, let's see, that was 2 songs. It's like I can do the whole thing. I can decorate it while we listen to this, except for you have to keep seeing the ring light. So 3, I don't know if it has more than that. Yep. Hey! Some Bollywood music. Covey's upstairs. He's gonna get her. Some sticker residue here. I'll just clean while we listen to it. Okay, try. I might not let it play all the way through just because you're probably at your patience limit. All right, I might just let it play for a little bit so we can then press the next one so we can see how many songs. So we're at 4. That's different. Gotta move on. That's different. So 6. I think that's different. I think that was different. So I think that's 6. That's the last one. So that was 7. Okay. That's the first one that we started with. So 7 different songs. And they're kind of long, so that's nice. I mean, it does have a stage, so I guess those can be like concert songs. I know that Corinne's bedroom up there, the fireplace, has music, but I don't think it has 7 songs. And I don't think they're quite so long. They're also definitely not so loud. Okay, so thanks for hanging with me through the music. I just hadn't even listened to them, so we got to listen to them together. And then I'm going to turn this off. So I really don't have any... Why do I buy these things? I don't have space. I really don't have anything that's set up that I want to take down yet and move into storage for a little bit. Like move under the tables for a little bit. So I might just set it up in front of this and see how that looks. And at least I could like have some fun and take some pictures. So hang tight. In like 2 seconds, whatever time it takes me to get it ready, you will see the finished results. All right, there we are. Not bad at all for $60. All right, that's a wrap. There she is, looking great, and I will be back very soon with another video. So if you want to make sure that you know when a video posts, subscribe, tap the notification bell, all that good stuff. Say hey in the comments. I hope you're doing well. I hope that you've spent some time with your dolls today. Tell them hello from Lottie over there, and I will see you soon.